What's going on, New Gaming Order? Welcome to my office. This is Arcsystems coming at you like the juggernaut bitch, bringing you the latest and greatest in video gaming news. Just wanted to make some announcements before I get started. Lunchtime TV. I'm still going to the gym today. F that. Screw the co-worker who made a complaint. Long story. I'll tell you about that on the podcast. Make sure you tune in this Thursday. This should be one of the last two podcasts to occur on a Thursday, because we made a unanimous decision to start doing that on Saturday mornings. So this way everybody's out of work, kids are out of school and this and that. So it allows for user flexibility to make sure that On Your Knees can still appear, and Shinwar, Brother Noop and everything, because during the week it gets a little cluttered. So we're gonna actually replace Thursday's podcast with like a stream. Like I might do a parallel stream for WWE 2K16 alongside SmackDown. So when I see the match, if that character is available in the game, I'll put that kind of side by side. So starting next week, I'm gonna ramp up the streaming to kind of cover down where the void that Nelson left. So with that being said, let's get started. I wanted to talk about breaking news from Shoryuken.com, Arcsystems, and I believe the user Wario64 had submitted the news that Guilty Gear Xrd, or XRD as some people refer to, it will be released tomorrow, December 9th, for the PC and Steam. So I'm like, hell. Now here's my thing. Sony ponies, and I have to talk about the Sony pony term. It's actually pretty funny, but disclaimer. If you don't like what I'm going to say about Sony products, you got to understand y'all can't have vaginitis or have a stick up your butt. You know what I mean? Opinions are just that. Opinions aren't fact. But you'd be surprised as to what I was saying. Many people don't know Guilty Gear Xrd was one reason why I have a PS4. That was one reason why I had it. Because I love that series so much, from Missing Link all the way up. And when I saw that it was a PS4 exclusive, I'm like, fuck. Alright, fine, whatever. I got it. And on rare occasions, when I do fire up my PS4, that I'm usually playing Guilty Gear. And that game has so much content in terms of the story mode, arcade, things of that nature. It's a good game, a very good game, very deep in terms of this fighting game mechanics. There's a lot to learn with it. It's a steep curve, a lot like Guilty Gear Xrd has that depth that Blast Blue has. So a lot of things with Roman canceling, the different Roman cancelings. You even have like a parry block, things like that nature. And I was like, oh, okay. I bit the bullet and did that. I get the PS4, I get the exclusives. I like to get the first party stuff. Like I was saying with the Infamous things, Last of Us, that kind of stuff I will support. But if it's something from a third party, I'll get it where my friends are. So now that Guilty Gear Xrd is going to be released on the PC, I might be getting rid of my PS4 version and probably trading it towards another PS4 exclusive, So, I mean, with that being said, and from now on, I think I'm going to get more physical copies of games that are multi-console or PC and PS4 exclusive, so to speak, so I can trade it. The mistake I made with Street Fighter V, I bought the digital version, so now I'm stuck with it. And that's something that Sony and Microsoft has to sort of implement. At least let me trade in my DRM for the game towards another game. Even if it's only like $20 off or something, at least I won't get stuck like with a game like Sunset Overdrive, which I haven't touched in the 3 times that I've played it. You know what I mean? So that's something, I'll probably bring that up on the podcast. But not only Guilty Gear Xrd will be seeing a PC release tomorrow, and I'm going to be at my computer, or I'm going to try and preload it today while I'm on my lunch break. But Under Night and Birth will also be seeing a PC release in 2016 at some time. Now, Nelson had always said that, oh man, you know, you got to play the game and everything. I just kind of didn't get a chance to play it. Now, on the PC side of things, that's going to be a viable option for me. And one thing that I did take in my notes that, okay, if fighters are going to start being prioritized on one console or the next, at least the positive sign of things to come is that the PC will be the universal playground. You know, if they're talking about, I remember Capcom saying that Street Fighter V, we want to unite the community, but I would say on the PC side, it's easier to do that. So I would say, yeah, you know what? If you want to unite things and make it more accessible to people, that's fine. But it still sounds like an oxymoron, making it accessible but not making it available one place. Doesn't make sense to me. But, you know, I hope King of Fighters sees a PC release as well. It's not just for me. I have the 4. If I choose to, I'll get it on there. But, you know, I would rather get this on the PC because of the mods. You know, you could do a lot more on the PC as opposed to the consoles, which really restrict you. So I just want to know what you guys think. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on newgamingorder.com. Guilty Gear Xrd will be coming out. Check that out. If I decide to purchase it at the right price, as long as it's not some ridiculous price for a dated title, then that's cool because it'll get me ramped up for a Guilty Gear Revelator. So the arcade release for that, I think, is already in Japan, and they have an intro trailer with Johnny. And I know On Your Knees mained Johnny, where I used to main Kai, Soul, and Chip Zaneth. I mean, but yeah, he would pull out that Misfinder and throw the coins at me and freaking On Your Knees. I want a rematch. I got you, son. But this has been Arcsystems. I like the Juggernaut bitch. Make sure you check out my other segments and newgamingorder.com. Peace.